Hello, everyone. Welcome to Motivational Monday. I am a life coach, motivational speaker, mentor. I pray that you guys are doing well. I'm out here sitting directly in this sun. I'm sorry if I'm squinting a little bit. It may be a little too much light for y'all, but hey, it's all about the message. I'm out here getting me some sunshine. It's so necessary right now. I pray everyone's staying at the highest vibration as possible, loving yourself no matter what, making sure you are staying true to who you are, because that's so important right now. Also, I have to say this because, it's kind of like we have to kind of pay attention to what's going on in this world and understand what certain things are done to kind of make us go down to a very low vibrational and start thinking very negatively. And I'm speaking on that shooting in Buffalo. Now, this is just my take on it because I don't follow the news. Only time I really hear about stuff is if I hear someone talking about it, or if I hear something that I know I should be checking on. Like, it's not, now don't get me wrong, it is important to keep up with the foolishness that is going on so you can know how to move and prepare yourself for the things that's to come and the change that's coming. But I kind of wanted to talk about the shooting in Buffalo because it's just, to me, I don't really get wrapped up into the whole racial conflict. Granted, he was 18, he was a white boy, young white male, shooting up shooting our people down. But we also got to think about certain things that's done and certain things that's promoted for energy harvesting. We have to really understand this is bigger than us. You never know what is going on, what they're doing, who they're putting in certain places to do certain things. I'm keeping it all the way funky because this is just how I feel. This is just how my spirit feels. I feel like certain things are done on purpose to get all of us to start looking at each other sideways again. It was done, the same thing was done when, I don't know. I really try to stay away from certain areas because I feel like we have to start, when you're enlightened, you kind of see through the BS, and it's unfortunate, but it's so important for us to not sit up and put every race of people under one category because of this incident. There's a lot of things that's going on in the world to affect our energy because we are in the fifth dimension, we are at another level. So a lot of us are looking at these certain things and kind of turning it into something that is not really helping us. When I heard about it, and again, it's never a good thing. I don't feel it's right. But as I was reading the article, I read really deep into things. So I'm a very analytical person, and I'm spiritually analytical. So as I was reading the article, they made sure they emphasized it was a white male who shot up black people. So immediately, certain people, when you're on a low vibration or you're already feeling triggered, especially with the things that, right, we got to think about it too. We haven't had a black and white issue in a while. It's been kind of peaceful. Yeah, there's racism all the time. There's still people out here ignorant as hell. They still going to have their racial things, but people aren't as blunt anymore like they used to be. So some people are kind of holding it, keeping it to themselves, which is the best way to be. Because, I'm the type of person that you say something to me crazy, you're going to get your feelings hurt. That's just how it is. But people are not as bad like that as it used to be. And I'm going to say, a lot of this is starting from a higher ups. It starts from certain energies that's been in control of things for a while. They're still trying to keep this negative separation going. And it's trying to get us to start looking at each other, riots, and then we want to sit up and say all type of stuff. And it's kind of like You know how it go when, you know, back in the day, people would sit up and say stuff like, young white kids, you know, they gonna shoot up schools. You know, that's what we would say back then. And then, you know how they is for black folks. You know, the black men, they shoot each other up and kill each other and rob each other. So we all have people have had this misconception, judgment of each other. And I just kind of feel right now with this incident going on, I'm not telling anybody to not be upset about it, or, you know, not to look at it and be mindful. Just pay attention to the things that you're taking in and you're absorbing and you're giving your energy to. Because when that type of stuff start happening, you have to really look behind that. Tell them to move out the way. I want to see what's behind that, because there's something bigger coming. And it really has nothing to do with a racial issue. It has nothing to do with this young man shooting up. Now, you know, prayers go out to the people who lost their lives in this situation. I kind of still feel like this was something that was kind of intentionally done, if you feel what I'm saying. You know, I don't get wrapped up in that no more. If I hear about people passing away and things like that, I just, you know, I pray for them, and it's unfortunate. And I just pray that we can, you know, start really opening our minds to what's really going on in this world, and protect your energy at all costs. Don't get so wrapped up in things that we really don't understand. I choose not to really give my say on certain things, because I know why certain things are being done, who's behind it. You know, there's all type of things. There's control going on. We got to understand what's out here. You know, a lot of things is being put in people's food. You know, a lot of people, when they got, you know, the whoop-de-woo done. So, you know, a lot of people are being controlled. You got to understand what's really going on in this world to make things happen. So, you know, to me, my only thing is, I just feel it's super important for us to really, really start appreciating life for what you have, appreciating the good people that you have in your life. You know, love on the good ones. You know, enjoy the little things in life. Waking up in the morning, enjoying earth, enjoying the sunshine, absorbing more of the positive things in life as opposed to the negative things. And the only reason why I'm doing this video, because when I looked at it, there was messages, there was just things that just instantly download. I knew what was going on. So I feel, this is just my opinion, I feel like this was, you know, kind of something that was kind of put there to happen. You know what I'm saying? So we have to understand when our energy is they're trying to take our energy, because, you know, we still have, you know, we got to understand this is God's planet, but also God is giving everybody choices too. You know, Most High God give everybody choices, good or evil. Just because it's, you know, the Most High Creator is running things, doesn't mean people are still being around here trying to be wicked and using their power for good. Some people still are not using their power for good, and any type of energy harvesting they can do to keep them going is what they're going to do. You know, so we have to learn, we really have to learn discernment when it comes to certain things. That's just in life as well, not just what we see on TV, but in life. You know, it's very unfortunate, but I try not to give it too much energy. It's so important to focus on the things that we have going on in our lives, doing the inner work within ourselves, because when you're already struggling with trying to heal yourself and pull yourself out of a dark place, or just our daily life struggles, you know, that we go through, some people go through, we still have to grasp the beautiful things in life, because when you're putting so much energy on other people's the things that other people have going on that really should not have a direct effect on you. You know, we have to learn how to protect our energy at all costs. So that's just something that I choose not to even really get too wrapped up in. It's unfortunate, like I said. I didn't even know about it until I heard. So I had to go online and do a little Googling. I read a little bit of it, and I just didn't read any more of it, because, you know, we're kind of living in a world where we get one of those shootings every so often. So, you know, when they feel like the world is too peaceful right now, something else has to happen to get us all riled up and everything. So it's just so important now for everybody to still stay together, stay at a high vibration, start loving yourself, loving each other, focus on the little things in life, focus on just being we just, like I said, and this is like a this is a seed that I plant in every one of my videos, because this is the only way to be able to overcome in life, overcome your challenges, is just doing inner work. You know, the hardest work we can do is the work within ourselves. And if we're constantly putting energy outside of ourselves into things that really doesn't help us, then it's going to be harder for us to heal. It's going to be harder for us to do what we're supposed to do within ourselves. It takes away energy. Energy is the new currency right now. It ain't about money, it's about energy. I protect my energy at all costs. You know, I try not to give too many things much of my energy. We are not perfect. We have our days. I have my ups and downs, but every day I'm thankful and I'm grateful. And that's something some of us take for granted. You know, we're complaining and things like that, but we have to really think about how blessed we are, you know. And it's unfortunate that things happen, but pray over your family every single day. You know, spend that time with loved ones, spend time with people that keep you happy, keep you vibrant, keep you uplifted, keep you wanting to be a better human being. You know, it's all about growth. Life is about growth. It's not about sitting up dwelling on negativity. Because after a while, certain things get old. You know, I'm not the type of person to try to tell people what they should be doing, you know, how you should do it. But, you know, we're at the point in time where it's kind of like you have to really, really know what to give energy to and what not. And I had to learn what not to give energy to. For real, I learned a lot of what not to give energy to. And when I heard about this was just something I just choose not to give too much energy to, because I deep down in my spirit, I see what's going on. So that's, even like I stated before, I'm always going to say it. I've never been with the black. Okay, so I was with it when it first came out. But when I started opening my eyes to the agenda of the Black Lives Matter movement, I was done, you know. So we create our own revolutions in our minds and our spirit. You know, it's not about us putting so much energy on trying to prove another race of people wrong or go around. And it's about us doing the inner work on ourselves, because we can sit up here and do that all day long, but if we're not working on the people that we are, learning who we are, starting with the inner work, planting these seeds in our children so they can get the confidence to uplift themselves and be powerful and stand in their truth, and knowing who they are, knowing the things, who they were, their their DNA, their ancestral history, you know, the ancient history, things like that. Sometimes we worry about the wrong things. We can't expect people on the outside who are not the same, who don't have the same background as us. We come from a different background. So we can't keep pushing everything on another race or other races of people when we got to start doing our inner work. I've always said, and I'm going to always say it, I'm really about my people, mental liberation, you know, freeing their minds from this entrapment that we've been in for so long, to the point where a lot of the things that has happened to us, absolutely, you know, I felt like, honestly, we didn't deserve a lot of the things that we went through. But we also can be to the point now where we start doing what's right by ourselves and not expect it from anybody else. It's up to us to really dig, learn history, learn about things that help us grow. You know, that's what it's about, you know. And me personally, like I've stated before, I don't get wrapped up in, I try to stay away from these certain things, because we know where the world is at now. People are not really on here out there like that. They're not blunt with it. Some people ain't that crazy. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, if that young boy was going through some changes, maybe he has some mental issues going on, things like that. But, you know, it's something we have to really start keeping our eyes open and start doing the inner work within our people and healing our people, because we have a lot of broken, unhealed people on this planet, period. You know, there's a lot of people battling all type of things within, and that people are out here crying for help, especially our youth as well. Our youth are trapped. They're going through things. This is all races of children. We don't know what they go through, you know. And so it's so important to start paying attention to the things that's necessary for our future, which is our youth. You know, us making this a racial issue and things, that's not going to help the situation. You know what I'm saying? Because some of these young folks ain't really on that no more. You know, so it's time for us to change it up ourselves and do better with setting examples and putting the things out there that's necessary for growth, learning, education, you know, history. You know, I've always said that I'm a real adamant about our history. I feel like our history, if we're going to keep trying to put our kids in these schools, our kids need to know the proper history of Black history. And that's something that I'm never going to give up on, because, you know, that needs to be done. And also spirituality. We need to start understanding what spirituality is about, start teaching our children about spirituality, because a lot of these young folks are a lot more awake than us. They tapped into spirituality. I know my kids are, my young adults, they're tapped into spirituality. They don't do the religious stuff. So, you know, we have to understand our power is within us, our mind is within us, our thoughts. You know, God created us to have a God spirit. So we manifest everything in our lives. So I just want to come through on this motivational Monday. It's breezy, it feels good out here. That spirit confirming it. You feel me? That spirit confirming it. Spirit said you ain't, keep it up, baby, keep it up. But thank you guys for tuning in to another one of my videos. Stay positive, stay uplifted, stay true to yourself no matter what. I'm always stay true to me no matter what. You got to love me or leave me alone. Like it or love it. You know, we here to do the work for the Most High Creator of all things. You know, so that's what it's about. Staying positive no matter what your challenges are. I'm learning how to really appreciate the things that I have in my life, because you have to embrace the now, because none of us never know what tomorrow may bring. So enjoy life now, you know. So thank you guys for tuning in to another one of my videos. Peace, love, and light.